Getting everything set up, got everything charged and ready for the morning. Iowa turkey season's finally open. I'll be sitting in the morning. Historically, these birds, they don't come to calls. They don't really like decoys. Even the DSD hens by themselves, they don't seem to commit to. They'll stand off at 40 yards behind some brush and gobble, gobble, gobble. So I'm debating about even bringing these decoys. I'm gonna at least pack up my chair, take the decoys with, that way I can bring half the stuff up so I don't have to carry 2 trips in the morning. But I'm gonna go up, check my trail camera. I basically put the camera and my blind the last 2 weeks up on this ridge where a lot of scratching in the leaves have been. Caught a few toms going through right next to the blind, so they're at least acclimating to the blind. This is gonna be a different turkey hunt than I'm used to. Not setting up without a blind, not reaping or any of that fun stuff. It might be pretty boring as far as just sitting in the blind without any decoys and shooting them as they walk by on the ridge. I don't know. Just kind of see how everything goes and what the camera shows me, but that's my plan. Pack everything up tonight, get ready for the morning, sit in the morning, and hopefully get one in range. So looking forward to it. Been waiting for Iowa season for a while now. Got a Kansas and Nebraska bird down. Now it's time to put Iowa on the board. So got all my stuff, head up. They're fired up this morning. I've got 2 or 3 toms off the point of this ridge here. And then I've got a hen that's about 80 to 100 yards just east of them. So when they pitch down, they usually come up on this side. Oh, it's a south-facing slope, or south-facing ridge rather. And they like to come up here and scratch around in the leaves, because this is the side of the hill that the sun hits first, warms them up for the day. So that is why they've been in here so frequently. And yesterday I was up here scouting a little bit, and they're scratching all over this ridge and on the next ridge. So it's just a matter of time when they show up today. So I'm just gonna sit back. I'm gonna try not to do any calling. I've got the 3 DSD hens, the breeder, the upright, and the feeder. So hopefully that entices the tom to come and check them out. They're about 12 yards, 15 yards. So I'm gonna stay really quiet on this hunt because these turkeys are tough. They usually just sit on the other side of the ridge or the other side of the brush and watch the decoys, sit and gobble all morning, but never commit. So hopefully that changes this morning. big old beard on him. Shot him a little bit back. I wonder if I didn't hit some of that brush, but that second shot, that did him in. So let's get him out here and take a look at it. Decent spurs, little spurs. Nice thick rope though. Well, the first bird here in Iowa is down. These birds are very difficult. This is my first bird here behind the house up on the ridges. I've set up here for the last 3 years that we've lived here, and this is the first bird I've actually got a chance at. Decoys are out at 15 yards. They skirted and went around and stayed with their live hens. And as you can see by all the leaves tore up, they love using this ridge, waiting for the sun to come up to sun themselves, south facing the ridge here. And what went right on this hunt is basically just historic knowledge of how these birds moving up and down these ridges. I had the blind in here 3 weeks ago. They got acclimated to it and they just happened to be traveling through. I think the decoys held the hens in close, kept them in this area, and then the toms came worked in, and I just waited for the shot opportunity. But happy to have this bird down. Got a bird in Nebraska, Kansas, and now Iowa. I've got another Iowa tag here I'll be buying in the next couple days. Probably wait a few days to hunt that, maybe in a week or so. But first bird down here in Iowa, it feels good, especially behind the house up on the timber. So very blessed, very happy to have you guys with me, and hope you enjoyed this episode. Not really action-packed other than the birds coming in this morning and gobbling off the roost, but that's exactly a classic blind hunt here in the ridge up in the timbers. So thanks for joining me.